So we've got a Simplicity snowblower here that obviously has seen some better days as far as the belt goes. Looks like this is an SS822EX unit. So they make these and they're pretty much exactly the same as far as the Simplicity and the Briggs and Stratton units. I'm not sure, they may make them under another name also, but it looks like the model number is a 1695876. So got a Briggs and Stratton 8-horse snow engine on it. It came in, it wouldn't run. We did go ahead and flush out the carb and put some new fuel in it. I haven't put that cover back on yet, but we're getting ready to address the issue with the belt and with the idler pulley. So I went ahead and got a belt for them, which is a 173933-8YP. And then I also got a idler pulley, a 1502120MA. So, you know, with the shape this thing looks in, obviously most people would want to replace the plastic cover. He specifically requested not to replace it. So we're not going to do that, not worry about it. Is it really going to cause any harm? I don't think so. It'd be pretty hard for anyone to get their fingers stuck in there without trying to do it on purpose. So we're not going to worry about that. You'll only need a few things to do this. I believe it's a 9/16. You'll need a couple wrenches and then some 10mm and 5/16 to get the bolts around the edge out of here. So we're just going to take the whole cover off. And then there's 5/16 up top. Those are already loosened up. Yeah, that doesn't look real great. I always like to look at the main drive pulley here, make sure nothing is bad on it. This thing's just been, I can't believe all the stuff down in there. I mean, that's an unreal amount of stuff that's down in there. We're gonna just blow that out real quick. Might want to go ahead and just make sure there's nothing in behind your pulley. That should, yeah, so there's nothing in the pulley there. Everything looks pretty good. I don't see anything wonky to it. The idler pulley's got some, still goes pretty fast to it. It's got a little bit of life left in it, but we're gonna go ahead and replace it while we're right here anyway. All that dust and everything. We're just gonna throw a 9/16 on the back side. Go ahead and throw one on the front side. Oop, not quite there. Right. Oop. Okie doke. Having a hard time getting it in there. Get a different angle. That should solve my problem. There we go. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and take this bolt out of it. There's a nut on the backhand side. Again, these are both just 9/16. Very common issue, especially if you get into anything thick. I mean, sometimes you're just going to throw a belt. So as it comes off, just the idler pulley, it's got a little spacer. The spacer will go towards the unit, and then the lesser spacer will go outwards. There's no washers or anything on it whatsoever. It's all just one contained unit. So again, see this one barely spins. It's got some good grease and stuff in it. A lot better quality, gonna last them for a long time. Throw it straight in there, and then we'll start the nut on the back side. Go ahead and tighten it down. Now you can take the entire assembly off at this nut here if that's what you'd like to do. Way quicker this way, and you're not going to hurt anything by pulling it out a little bit. Not going to hurt one thing at all. So now that we've got everything cleaned out from behind, we've got the idler pulley on. I'm going to go ahead and throw it on here. You can engage the blade or engage the belt just a tiny bit while you're going around, just to slip it up and over. it goes on that side, and then this actually goes up and over to the top side. Make sure it's not on the other side. When you pull this, that should be up and away from the guide here. Now, this is a pretty good tension. It sure is. It's about perfect tension that you need. You don't want it to be too terribly tight. It just causes major wear on everything. But if you need it to be tighter, you can adjust it up top. So up top, we've got the unit here that basically you just pull it up. And then if you want to adjust the unit, you can either take the handle out here, make it nice and easy, and then all you have to do is loop this up and out and change the position. So if we wanted it tighter, we'd go further towards the handle. If we want it looser, we go further down. We're going to keep it right where it's at. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and make it just a tiny bit tighter. It could probably use that just a hair. Then this just slides back down like that and goes right back on top. Super easy to make that adjustment there. So now when we're doing it, it's going to be just a tiny bit tighter. See how that's just barely off the bottom side there. So that's great. That's just a great tension. Now we're just going to go ahead and put everything back together. We're going to fire this thing up and see how the pulleys work. Now is a good time to check your auger, make sure everything with it is good also. A lot of times if you're hitting, and we already kind of done that when we spun it, you can normally hear anything, but you can normally hear anything hitting, and what we were kind of hearing here is just the scraper down below hitting some plastic. Everything looks good, but a lot of times you'll actually bend them, so you'll cause issues with the auger that will throw the belt and break the belt, make it burn up. Either way, that's not the case here. Looks like just the idler pulleys and such. We're going to go ahead and tighten down these top 5/16 also. I sure don't like to be exactly where they go. I don't know if it's just the plastic or what's going on, but we're going to fire this thing up. See how the auger works at this point. Looks to be working well on that. The one thing you do want to pay attention to on this is that if your auger does not stop spinning when you let go of the handle, you went too tight here with your adjustment. You're going to want to back that off, because that brake should come back there and it should stop that belt. It should stop that auger. If you're getting any spinning whatsoever, it's too tight. That's not correct. So that should tell you how exactly to put your belt and your idler pulley on for your Simplicity snowblower. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.